welcome back. It is the holiday season, and no matter how much exercise we get or how many ways we try to lighten things up, there are days you just need a little bit of extra help. So that's when we turn to what's commonly known as shapewear.
Yes.
Yes, Tara
Not a
Vane.
girdle.
That's right. But what's wrong with having a girdle? I don't know. Sometimes it feels like that. But Tara Vane is here from Wacoal. Is that how you say it?
Yes, Wacoal America.
And you are one of the largest shapewear companies in the entire earth.
Correct. Yes, and #1 intimate apparel company in the U.S.
In the U.S. Okay, and the brand, although we don't hear that brand very often, it really is everywhere.
Yes, high-end department stores,
Okay.
Online, some of the best shapewear garments.
And you guys have an Oprah connection. That's really
Yes.
what we like to know about.
Yes, we love Oprah, and
Who
she
doesn't?
loves Wacoal. So,
It's
yes,
been one of her favorite things in
Correct.
the lists of favorite things.
we're very lucky. Yes, we're very lucky that she does love us as much as she does.
Okay, so when people say shapewear, this is something you kind of have to educate people about. People always say Spanx. And Spanx is a type of shapewear, just
Correct.
like Kleenex is a type of facial tissue.
Correct.
And Band-Aid is a type of Band-Aid. I don't know what it is.
Correct.
Adhesive
Yes.
strip for emergency purposes.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, so shapewear, though, can come in many different companies, and you're one of the biggest in the
Yes.
world, like we said. So the question is, what can shapewear do for us when, I mean, even
Good
trim
question.
women
Most
swear
women,
by shapewear.
Yes, absolutely. And really, shapewear should be an everyday piece. It's not a garment that you're going to buy once, leave in your wardrobe, and never wear again, if it's fit properly. Shapewear is not going to take 20 or 10 to 20 pounds off.
So
It's smoothing.
What will, Tara?
Well, that's a
that
good
was more
question.
rhetorical. Nobody
that's a
knows.
good question. Well, as a matter of fact, the shapewear that's on these gals right here is actually the eye pant. Lots of different
eye
silhouettes.
pants. That's when you're having a hot flash. Eye pants.
Well-
Old gals will understand what I'm talking about.
The
Okay.
best part about eye pant is not only is it a shapewear garment that's going to smooth, it actually has ingredients in it to fight cellulite.
This cracks me up.
Yes. So it's got ceramides, aloe vera, retinol, caffeine,
All to fight cellulite.
all to fight cellulite. So not only are you getting a smooth shapewear piece, but you're also getting all of those cosmetic benefits that destruct fat. Who can use that?
Although we can't lose 20 pounds, if you choose the right shapewear, you sure do look like you've been to Pilates class. I mean, that's the
Absolutely.
difference
Yes.
between things all over the place and
Right.
things nicely pulled together.
Exactly. It's all about buying the right size too. Women think, well, I'm a large pant, so I'm going to buy a small piece of shapewear.
Right.
It's sausage suit. That's exactly what happens. It has to go somewhere.
Don't let this be you. Okay,
Please.
so
it
buy
has
the
to
size.
go somewhere. Yes, if you try in a piece of shapewear and you sit down in it,
Right.
you're going to know if it's the right size, if it rolls or moves, or if it's
If
not
the
a good quality.
shapewear rolls underneath your rolls, it's the wrong size.
Correct.
If the shapewear makes you feel like you'd like your pancreas removed, it's the wrong size.
Right,
If the
exactly.
shapewear pushes everything up and over the top of it, it's the
wrong
wrong
size.
size, girl.
Yes.
Okay, so you got to get the size that's your size.
Absolutely. And you're
Because then
going
it'll do the job.
Absolutely. You need to go with your regular pant size. Whatever slack size you wear, you're going to pull that in shapewear. And the most important thing is buying that right size, but it's also the garment for what you need. So something like this just has a little tummy control in the front. Something like this is just going to give the leg a little bit of shape. One of the most amazing pieces out on the market right now.
Do you have one? Yeah, from like my eyebrows when my face feels fat all the
Like
way
a
down to my
bodysuit, right?
I'd like entire shapewear.
I can do it all. I can do it all.
Amen.
This is actually going to start at your hip, and it's
Okay.
all laser cut, so very high technology.
Oh my goodness.
It's got all your cellulite fighting ingredients. It goes all the way down. It's a capri length. And
When your
then,
kneecaps just need to be pulled together.
that's right. And you just need a little pant liner. And
Okay.
then for the whole wetsuit effect, you can put on a coupleless cami. So you wear your regular bra. So
Okay.
you can put this cami on and then team it up with this
one of
piece.
these.
So literally, it's a head-to-toe garment that's got the most amazing thing about the shapewear during the winter is because of the aloe vera that's put into the garment, it moisturizes the skin all winter long. So it's a great shapewear piece that you can wear every single day, but yet has enough control to give you smooth out the lumps and bumps.
That's the nice part is that it is all smooth. You don't see anything that's going to be, poking
Correct.
and binding and all that kind of
Right,
thing.
and it's nice that it has no seams at the bottom.
It is
So
nice.
it's very, very seamless.
So what is, if we're going to have, one piece for the holiday season, what is your most popular item where, all right, you're going to ease into this whole shapewear thing. I'm not sure if I'm really ready for the scuba suit.
Just getting into the just
the starting
beginning.
out, right?
So maybe you don't have much of a bum, but you need a little tummy. So this piece, just a little light piece of shapewear.
And this just pulls in your stomach a little
Correct.
bit.
It goes up a little higher. The most important
If
piece.
you've had a kid, no matter what size you are, that is the deal. That's your best friend.
This is good. An even bigger friend in the girl world, and this is what everyone should have, is a high piece of shapewear. The shapewear goes all the way to the bra line and then goes all the way down to the knee. It's got the eye pant, all that chemical or all the cosmetic benefits
that you would want.
Yes, and if it goes to the bra line, you're going to smooth a whole lot more than if it stops at the hip. So it's actually going to give you a longer waistline too and smoother.
And you would recommend, I've seen a couple of people say, if you're only going to get one piece or two pieces, make it nude in terms of, I mean, yeah, certainly we know if you have a black outfit, you'd want that. But if you're just going to start out, you're going to...
Good basics are definitely nude.
Do we see a difference in price range? I mean, your shapewear is going to be, I mean, you're getting what you pay for. You have a nice quality brand.
It's all about quality. And I always tell my customers, take in a couple different types of shapewear so you can see what the other qualities are. I think that's really the test, is putting all that other shapewear on, seeing how it feels, the quality, and then customer makes the choice.
Right, so then the real question is, when are you going to come out with the line for men? Because, you know, we're subjected to pulling all this stuff together. It's time the man girdle becomes a thing.
I absolutely disagree. I absolutely agree. I agree.
You need to step it up, gentlemen. Time to wear a girdle.
They don't know how lucky they have it that they don't have to wear all of these garments, but at the same time, they've come such a long way.
There's a lot. I was just going to say, between what a girdle was when our grandmas wore girdles.
There's no metal stays. You don't have to put your foot in somebody's back to cinch it up. But the other most important piece of shapewear is get the right size, but please go and get the right size bra, because it's a package deal. It's all about a package deal.
If all your undergarments are fitting correctly, you're going to look good with what you're wearing.
Absolutely. You will look trimmer and leaner with the right garments on.
And less exercise.
Well, a little less, absolutely, because you're going to buy the eye pant, so it's got all of those cosmetic benefits, so you don't even need to work out after that.
Do you recommend then people get, fitted? I mean, that's the other thing that I think people don't understand, that if you go to a little bit higher end department store, they will fit you. They will make sure that you're wearing the right size, and that makes all the difference.
And women understand going into a fitting room, taking 50 bras, 50 pieces of shapewear, coming back out, getting more, coming back. It just solves everything. Go somewhere where they can actually measure you for shapewear and for a bra. Get the whole package. So New Year's Eve, you're going to look spectacular.
You're going to start the new year right. Have the hors d'oeuvres, have the champagne.
And wear a good piece of shapewear. That's right.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk again. Wacoal is available at high-end department stores?
Yes, correct. And also at WacoalAmerica.com. All the pieces you see here, plus many more.
And you say the number one thing we do wrong is getting the wrong size.
Oh, yes.
We've all been pretty much convinced after seeing all of our favorite celebrities that they wear it on the red carpet. Get the right size and you'll go a long way.
Get the right size, absolutely. No sausage suits,
No sausage suits. If you begin to experience dizziness, it is not the right.
Or shortness of breath.
Right.
Absolutely.
There's no reason to double up on the Spanx.
No.
Just one
really good piece
is fine.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Tara, very much. I hope you have a happy holiday.
Same to you.
When we come back, we're going to try to lighten up and try to fix the time when it comes to preparing those holiday meals. Stay with us. Yep. Perfect. Oh, that smells really good, doesn't it?
They are both really delicious.
So when it comes to putting recipes up, we'll put these recipes
You'll put
up.
the tapenade and the cowboy caviar up.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we'll link to you, and we'll, you know, local people will be able to see just as easy as everyone else where we got it and all that. Do you pronounce your last name Egley?
Yes.
Okay. Just so I don't forget. I've been known to draw a complete blank. That's the worst TV thing that happens, where it's like completely gone. I don't know where I was going.
I think that they, I think the last time they put it up online too, they spelled my name wrong, but I don't remember how they spelled it.
Is that Welcome back. Okay, we are all shapewared up. We have our long-term food prep. We are ready to go. Now it's time for the holidays, right? Sometimes you have to prepare for the holidays like it's a natural disaster, you know what I mean?
That's for sure, yeah.
Okay, so Cassie Egley, your business is getting people ready for dinner, getting people ready for events. I mean, you really, this is what you do day in and day out.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So what is, we're going to make some food here in just a second, but when it comes to getting ready for the holidays, you do this all the time. You do a lot of prep ahead. Talk about being ready for the day a week, sometimes 2 weeks ahead of time.
Sure. Super Suppers is my business. It's a take and bake studio kitchen, and it's just a healthy, easy way to get dinner on the table. Everything we do, we make and test in advance to freeze and then heat and reserve whenever you'd like. And I know that your show viewers don't always have a Super Suppers in their area. The concept is take and bake, so they can look for that. Or I thought I'd suggest a few ways that they could make ahead at home and then have all of the prep and the mess out of the way so they can enjoy their families during the holidays.
So what are the things we can make ahead at home?
Well, I brought our spread of Super Suppers holiday dinners from the turkey with all the trimmings. Yep. And really every single thing that is there has already been frozen, defrosted, and then heated and served.
Okay, so let's go from starting out with, we've got stuffing here.
Yep.
I would never think to do that with the stuffing.
I know, and you can make it, you could get a group of friends together if you don't have your own Take a Bake studio kitchen in your area, and someone could bring all of the ingredients for the stuffing, someone could bring all the ingredients for the potatoes, someone could bring the green bean casserole, and you can actually make all of those recipes in advance. All of our recipes are from scratch, and they're really no different than what you would serve at home. So the benefit of doing this, whether through us or by yourself, is you really truly can make all of these holiday items. Start making them tomorrow. Start making them this weekend with your friends. Maybe do 1 or 2 at a time. Put it in your freezer. And then we're actually going to post online our healthy little 2-page sheet that gives you general nutritional guidelines as well as easy to heat and serve directions so that you can have your Christmas spread on the dinner table.
Another nice thing, I would never think again to freeze mashed potatoes, but it's something to eliminate the amount of things you're doing the day of when you have 20 million people coming over to your house and you're trying to keep the house clean and the kids out of the way, and here's me.
Why spend time peeling potatoes or forcing one of your kids to do it when you can enjoy the new presents with your grandkids? Right. So putting a toy together has to be much more fun than peeling potatoes, right?
Not the way I do it, but yep.
Yep. We also have candied sweet potatoes. Those freeze as well. You can make your rolls in advance and freeze. Your turkey, obviously, you start thawing 3 days in advance, but I've already cooked this one up, and I actually told you earlier that's going to be my Christmas dinner. I'm just going to go ahead and freeze that already cooked, put a little bit of juices in it, and then a few days before I'm going to thaw it out and then just reheat it in the oven, so even my turkey doesn't have to be done that day.
That would free up a lot of energy and time that you spent. Now, the other really great idea that you had were kind of in relation to when you have, this is stressful to me, it's when you have a guest that's got a dietary concern, whether, we were talking a little bit about celiac disease. Right. You had a great idea for pumpkin pie, which was you make your pumpkin pie, and then what do you do?
Actually, I had a gentleman come in, and he had a wife with a broken arm, a dairy allergy, and a gluten allergy. So
Walks into a bar.
Yeah, and he didn't know how to cook, so he bought our Take can bake meals, and I was giving them suggestions like our pumpkin pie. With our pumpkin pie, we actually do the filling of it, but we don't do the whole entire pumpkin pie until the day before. So I told them to take some of that extra filling and put it in a buttered custard cup, and that way their guests could still enjoy the pumpkin pie because it would be gluten-free without the crust and feel like they were included in the entire group, enjoy the holiday, and everybody else can have the pumpkin pie with the crust.
And as a host, that's what you want. You want everyone to have an option and have a good time, and that's a fantastic solution for the pumpkin pie. All right, and now here's my biggest dieting weakness or holiday week. I'll do really well, and then I'm hungry before the meal's ready. So appetizers to me are a lifesaver, especially if they're lighter. So let's talk about what we've got right in front of us here and how we prepare. It looks, first of all, it smells terrific. It looks terrific. What's the plan here?
Well, we're actually going to share these recipes. The last time I was on your show, we normally don't share our recipes because our recipes are our life, but we're going to share 2 of our popular appetizers with you today that are on the healthier side. The front here is our cowboy caviar. Fantastic, full of fiber, you know, some protein. It's a really great dish.
Cowboy caviar.
Yeah, really popular down in Texas. So, and then this is our olive tapenade dish. And the olive tapenade doesn't only have olives in it. It has feta cheese. It has red peppers. It has some olive oil. It has a little bit of herbs and seasonings.
And they're both really light dishes.
Yes.
So.
This cowboy caviar, the reason I chose that to share your recipe is that it's only 3 Weight Watchers points for a half a cup. And you can do it with some the baked Tostitos. You could do it with a really light wafer cracker. You could do it as a side dish if you wanted and have it hot as well. And the tapenade I chose, it's only for 2 tablespoons, it's 2 Weight Watchers points. However, you can dip this with vegetables like celery,
I was just thinking
carrots,
celery, it's a little
cucumbers.
Okay, so let's I'm going to move it aside a little bit and just kind of pull together what do you have the ingredients for here to show us, because it looks beautiful, but it's not that difficult.
Right. No, it is not that difficult at all. We're just going to use a trusty little food processor here, and the recipe will be online, but you just take some diced red peppers. And you can actually use those from a can to save your time on prepping those. It actually works well for this. And then you've got your green olives, and these are undrained. And then you've got black olives. And then, whoop, come on, little olive. I want all those goodies in there. And then we've got our sun-dried tomatoes as well.
Oh, that's a sun-dried tomato. I thought it was bacon. I'm sorry, everyone in the control room. That is not
Everything
bacon.
tastes better with a little bit of bacon. So we're going a little bit healthier than bacon today, though. So you're going to just do a coarse chop on this. So I'm going to pulse it 6 times.
And that's important with your food processor. I tend to go overboard, and then I have kind of a mush, and you don't want that.
Right, exactly. I'm going to do 1 or 2 more times there.
You want a little bit of the chunkiness to it.
Yeah,
so
you want it to be a
like
coarse
smoothie.
Yeah.
Tapenade smoothie.
Yeah,
that sounds
exactly.
gross.
That would not be.
Okay, so you've got that pulsed a few times. And what are you adding? You've already got in your bowl some
And then,
ingredients.
yep, I've got feta cheese, a little bit of dried Italian herbs, mixed garlic, black pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. The last time I was on the show, we talked about the differences between olive oil and grapeseed oil.
And you're a big proponent of grapeseed oil, but in this case, you're using the olive oil.
I did a little olive
Why
oil,
is
but
that?
either would work. Quite honestly, because that's what the recipe calls for, and I was whipping it up last night, so I just threw it in. But either that or the grapeseed oil would definitely work.
also be good. Okay.
And then, so you're going to still have those chunks of feta in there. So it just gives it a nice texture. And this is also fantastic as a really nice thin and healthy way to dress up maybe a lean hamburger or a turkey burger or a garden burger as a spread on top of it.
Ground turkey?
Actually, I do it as a spread on top afterwards. And it's also fantastic to put over fish before you bake fish. So it gives it a little bit of a Mediterranean flair, and you're getting all the healthy fats from all of the olives in there.
It looks so beautiful.
And then the nice thing about both of these, as we're talking, everything's take and bake from our store. These actually have been tested to freeze. So you could make 6 batches up in advance, put them in your freezer, and then whenever you have a party to go to and you want to have something healthy that you know you can just keep munching on throughout the night instead of all the heavy laden cranberry barbecue meatballs and hot artichoke dip, you'll have something you can just grab out of the freezer, take with you to your party. You'll be a nice guest because you'll be helping out, and you'll have something healthy to eat too.
Right, because that is the way a nice guest is. Always brings something with them.
Exactly.
And in this case, I always find that I am kind of at a loss before the meal. That's where you see the high-fat things.
Yeah, and these would be great for right before too.
when it comes to, I guess, what do people fear the most when it comes to, bringing all those guests in for the holidays? Is there an area that you get a lot of, please help me, I don't know how to do this?
Really, it's the stress of the holidays, and that's really what we help take care of, is the stress with it. If you've never really baked before, if you have everything in advance, you use our little tip sheet online, whether you're using Super Suppers or doing it yourself, everything will come out at the same time. Everything will be fresh and ready to go. I think it's more the staging of it and trying to still have fun with your guests, but then taking care of everything in the kitchen.
Well,
if you can get that out of the way,
I think you hit the nail on the head when it comes to when does this get done? How do I time that? So you kind of take the guesswork out of it.
Yes.
Here is your choreographed meal. Put this in then, take this out then, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and it starts, I think it starts like 3 days in advance with starting to thaw certain items and then baking your pumpkin pie the night before. And like I said, I would bake my turkey the night before too, and then I just reheat it in its juices. And then you take, you don't have to keep checking your oven.
Well, thank you very much, Cassie.
Well, thank you for having me.
All of these ideas, again, name your website just so we know. It's
ssperrysburg.com, like the ship.
And we will put that on our website, RanierFullPlate.tv, also on our Facebook page. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a happy, doom-free holiday, no matter how you categorize doom. We're glad you're here. Stay with us for next week's episode. Real quick, and then we'll take some more pictures. That is really good. What? Yeah. Oh, thank you. How to make sure, sorry. How to make sure your holiday is doom-free, from the right shapewear to the right appetizers.
Going out to a pumpkin patch is a great way to kick off the fall season, and when searching for your perfect pumpkin, try to find one that's completely orange. A medium-sized one is ideal for carving, while smaller ones are good for cooking. Remember not to carry a pumpkin by its stem. Take a look at the entire pumpkin for soft spots. If you even find one soft spot, move on to another pumpkin. Finally, make sure there aren't any cracks or splits. A healthy uncarved pumpkin can last till Thanksgiving and beyond.
Stepping outside for today, plenty of sunshine. I do admit it is going to be a bit on the cool side, but we can handle that. After all, it is December, and I'm thinking upper 30s, near 40 degrees can be expected. Now tonight, one of those interesting temperature forecasting nights, 20 to 25 degrees inland, 30 to 35 at the lake shore. So kind of keep that in mind depending upon where you live or travel. Hour by hour for this afternoon, upper 30s to around 40 degrees. The upshot here, plenty of sunshine can be expected. predictor by the hour. No significant clouds for today, but you'll notice a cloud deck racing in from the west during the day tomorrow. That's ahead of what is going to be a rain system moving in our direction.
Need your forecast fast? Log on to 13abc.com and click the email newsletter to sign up for your daily weather forecast. Get daily temps, highs and lows in your 3-day forecast. All the experience of the first winning storm team in the palm of your hand. Get connected to 13ABC. This is the only live radar in Toledo. Live Doppler 13,000 HD. Precise, powerful, and live. No other station can show you live radar, but we can, and we do. 13 ABC Action News.
If you had a choice between going bald and a full head of hair, which would you choose? Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss.
Yes!
You wash it, you cut it. It's your own real, naturally growing hair. When it comes to hair restoration, no one in the world has more experience than Bosley. The results look completely natural and are affordable on nearly any budget. But the entire process can't be explained in 60 brief seconds. So to find out more about this clinically proven and permanent solution to hair loss, call now to receive your free no-obligation information kit. It'll answer all of your questions about hair loss and hair restoration. Plus, we'll also send you this $250 gift certificate just for calling. Every day you wait, you're losing more hair. So don't put it off any longer. You owe it to yourself to find out the facts. Choose hair. Choose Bosley.
Call 1-800-563-9499. That's 1-800-563-9499.
Turning cooler in the northeast and some much needed rain coming down in the south, but there's not a lot of it. It's still raining in the west. There's your moist plume from California into Idaho, and in the east we follow the front. It's moving rapidly off the New England coast. The rain is shutting off, and now the winds are shifting around as the cooler air comes rushing in. Temperatures will be more seasonable, so not terribly cold. The real cold air will stay up to the north from Canada. For more on the change coming, though, check out Elliot Abrams' blog at AccuWeather.com. In the south, we follow the rain from Virginia westward into Mississippi. Some heavier downpours showing up here in southeast Louisiana. An upper air disturbance is interacting with our front. So there you can see the downpours here over southeast Louisiana to the Gulf coastal waters. Still a few showers coming into the east coast of Florida. And it will stay warm in the southeast today ahead of the slow-moving front. As we travel to the west, look at the moisture. Continues from California right across to Idaho. Some high terrain snows above 7,000 feet. Lower terrain is raining, and airport delays coming for the Bay Area today. I'm Mark Mancuso.
30-day forecast for the month of December is in. Might be kind of interesting when you start to see a southwesterly storm track try to get its act together. That's something we watch with a lot of interest because temperatures get colder, and that would increase our chances of picking up accumulating snow. Remember, the average of snowfall for the month of December would be 7.3 inches. So we'll keep an eye on that for you as low pressures begin to zip up the Ohio Valley. And let's take a look at the 30-day forecast regarding the temperature as well. The temperature... Stepping outside for today, plenty of sunshine. I do admit it is going to be a bit on the cool side, but we can handle that. After all, it is December. And I'm thinking upper 30s, near 40 degrees can be expected. Now tonight, one of those interesting temperature forecasting nights, 20 to 25 degrees inland, 30 to 35 at the lake shore. So kind of keep that in mind depending upon where you live or travel. Hour by hour for this afternoon, upper 30s to around 40 degrees. The upshot here, plenty of sunshine can be expected. And yes, skies will be clear for tonight. So clear skies allow that temperature to fall off somewhat. Here's the 13 ABC predictor by the hour.
much needed rain coming down in the south, but there's not a lot of it, and it's still raining in the west. There's your moist plume from California into Idaho, and in the east, we follow the front. It's moving rapidly off the New England coast. The rain is shutting off, and now the winds are shifting around as the cooler air comes rushing in. Temperatures will be more seasonable, so not terribly cold. The real cold air will stay up to the north from Canada. For more on the change coming, though, check out Elliot Abrams' blog at AccuWeather.com. In the south, we follow the rain from Virginia westward into Mississippi. Some heavier downpours showing up here in southeast Louisiana. An upper air disturbance is interacting with our front. So there you can see the downpours here over southeast Louisiana to the Gulf coastal waters. Still a few showers coming into the east coast of Florida. And it will stay warm in the southeast today ahead of the slow-moving front. As we travel to the west, look at the moisture.
Introduce
Well,
them.
but they also have their children.
But they fake it
Well,
too.
but if they don't have children,
But
it's
you
still
also
single.
want to see, Jenny, you also want to see when you have a child and a man, you also want to see how that man is going to act if he's in his car and your child spills, grape juice on the seat. You want to know, you want to see that interaction.
And you know what, though? I test them by going to their relative's house, his relative's house, with their nieces and
their
nephews.
comfort zone.
And I take my little...
It's a lot of fun.
Again, why I'm single.
Speaking of comfort zones, Angelina Jolie says she plans to quit acting when her 6 children start to hit their teenage years because there'll be too much to manage at home. Now, do you think the teenage years are the most important time to be home? Is there a most important time to be home?
It's interesting. I have a friend of mine who actually said to me that she's going to work her tail off until her kids are teenagers so that she can be home during those years because she's really concerned about not being there. I also recently heard a speaker who was a reformed drug dealer, rehabbed, okay, and said, everyone kept asking, why do these new teens keep coming to you? This following of teens that was wild, okay? And he kept saying, I'm there. They come off the bus, I'm there. Wow. They go coffee with their friends, I'm there. They're hanging out, I'm there, and you're not.
I'm working my butt off so I can retire and stay home with my boy.
But what if you can't? Like, what if you can't retire by the time they're 13?
They need to work. I think they wish they could retire, but they got to go to work every day.
It is,
even when they're teenagers.
It's difficult if you have to go to work. It's difficult at any age, leaving a child. You're supposed to be with the child the first 6 months to bond. You're supposed to be with the child when the child is a toddler and able to talk. From my own experience, and I think this is what you're talking about, the teenage years are very difficult. And they don't want to be with you, but you want to be with them.
My kids are not allowed to be teenagers.
I love what you call your third child.
Oh, Isaiah.
Yeah, what do you call him?
I love him.
Third born.
Do you know his name?
Avoiding bail at all costs.
No. What do you call him? No, come on, you have a name.
I don't know his name. No, Isaiah. He's my baby. I love him.
Yeah,
He's
but
precious. He's our third. Basically, your third child. Like, they should be able to parent themselves. Like, learn from your other two.
Third born. The third born.
Third born.
She doesn't call him by his name. She says, come here, third born.
Third born. Come here.
Like a dog. Come here.
I only have one kid.
In the case of Angelina Jolie, if she's making a movie, she has to go away. It's a different thing than coming home. But I'm not worried about Angelina Jolie. What did you just say?
I said, I only have one baby, and I only will. So I feel like I do want to work towards that goal of being able to stay home, and I feel like I've missed so much already, and I do drag them everywhere I go.
How do you know you're done? I mean, with Barbara, you're done because they don't want.
Done. I think people know.
I'll mix that up.
I know some people don't, but
my eggs are fried.
That's how I know. I'm done.
But you with Jackie, like you say, the kids don't want to be with you, but I think with those teenagers, and you too, Whoopi, you want to see who they're hanging with. You want to see who's in their life, who's influencing.
Let me tell you how slick they are, okay? They'll bring the people you want to see home. They will pretend. Yeah, I'm telling you. And they'll bring, and then they're like, well, I'm going over to Shaniqua's house, and you say, I love Shaniqua. Shaniqua's good. She's doing her thing. And then 2 weeks later, you're driving down the street. This didn't happen to me, but I know about it. And your child is with the thuggiest people she can find.
Oh,
I mean, the thugs.
Yeah.
Like when you open the dictionary and look at thug, their picture is there.
Oh my gosh.
And you say to yourself, what is going on? And she said, well, I knew you didn't want to meet them.
Yeah, but you know what
So I brought the one that you would be comfortable with. And, you don't know what they're going to do.
But when your kid is a teenager, they look like the thug. My daughter, I used to say, what's the expression we do here? No, hoe? Yeah?
Yeah, does she look
No,
like hoe?
short, the skirts were up to here, and that this was up to that, and the
Those are the Madonna years when everybody, all the kids dressed like
shrieked.
Madonna.
It made no difference. She said, "You're so old-fashioned, and you're the only, all the others, everybody the others. It's always the others."
What was your fear? That she wouldn't love you if you said, like, could you control what she wore? I'm fearing these ears. Tell me what I need to do.
I didn't want her to look like a hoe.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm glad we have boys.
I'm telling you,
boy.
Janet won't ever look like a hoe. I'm scared he gonna get with the hoes, but I'm just.
I don't mind him wearing his pants low either.
Wow. Say, Jenny. You're the spokesperson for a product you want everybody to know about it. Tell.
I'm really excited about it. You know, when I first moved out to LA, I would go in for those laser hair removals with the doctor's office.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now they finally came out with the technology that they have an at-home device for it. Tria did, and you should ask Santa for it for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I like it because, you know, you get to use it at home, and sometimes it's so. Yes.
It's like laser tag with your hair?
And you know, sometimes as you get older, you guys know, you get unwanted hair in weird places. So now you're at home and you can use the device privately, which I love.
Does it come with goggles?
By yourself? No. I mean, mind you, 20 years ago is when I first did it when I moved to LA, but now, because of technology, they made it so you can have it at home. So I went, oh, this is right up my alley.
Are you right, but can you give yourself Brazilians and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just a visual. Trying to give yourself a Brazilian.
I'm just asking. I'm just here. So, Sherry.
What is the level of this conversation? From Brazilian.
Sherry.
We can with a wonderful.
Say it, Sherry.
Oh, man,
It's
well,
you, babe.
this is not just because Jenny is a celebrity, that she can be free from the hassles of shaving and waxing. Now, members of our studio audience can enjoy the benefits of at-home laser hair removal, too, because we are giving away the Tria hair removal laser system. And you don't have to go to Brazil.
So, we'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Still ahead, Bonnie Raitt performing her latest hit and telling you how she jammed her way into music history.
It's a real aggressive cancer. Don Jones' cancer was spreading quickly and time was running out.
When I walked into Cancer Treatment Centers of America, it's a whole different atmosphere.
To find out more about treatment options for complex and advanced stage cancer, go to cancercenter.com. You'll be able to see our treatment results for many types of cancers and how they compare to national averages. You can also check for participating insurance plans. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, every resource, every one of us, everything we do every day is focused on you, our patient, your treatment, your healing, your survival.
You've got a patient who is right at the center of everything, and we come up with a plan that's right for Dawn.
Our physicians, clinicians, and nurses are highly experienced and dedicated. We use state-of-the-art technology and give you treatment options you may not even know exist.
Due to the team around me, I always think everything is possible.
Please call or visit cancercenter.com today. Appointments are available now. Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Care that never quits.
These are Ocean Spray sparkling juice drinks.
They have bubbles.
It's real fruit juice, crisp sparkling water, and no added sugar.
And they come in these really cool cans. You want one?
I'll wait a bit.
Refreshing.
this holiday season.
Hold on!
Monsters, Inc. returns to theaters. In 3D so real, you can reach out and touch it. It's more hard-hitting, more hair-raising, more spine-tingling.
Stone Cold? Don't worry, it's lemon.
It will take your breath away. Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc. 3D.
Awesome!
December 19th, rated G.
We were so blessed when we had triplets.
If by blessed you mean freaked out about money.
Well, we suddenly noticed that everything was getting more expensive, so we switched to the bargain detergent. But I found myself using 3 times more than you're supposed to, and the clothes still weren't as clean as with Tide.
So we're back to Tide. They're cuter in clean clothes.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
We suck at folding.
1 cap of Tide gives you more cleaning power than 6 caps of the bargain brand.
That's my Tide. What's yours?
ABC Comedy Wednesday.
I'll see 4 comedies and laugh on Wednesday night on ABC. They're all about the holidays and everybody's filled with glee.
I love Christmas.
The Middle Neighbors, Modern Family, and Suburgatory. Let's all celebrate with presents, family, and a big turkey.
Here comes Phil in the Butterball.
I have a name.
It starts at 8, 7 Central Time.
When you got it, you got it.
All tonight on ABC.
La la la.
We are back with guest co-host Jenny McCarthy. Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
You know, Starbucks has just introduced a new coffee called Costa Rica Finca Palm Hilera, which, yeah, child, which costs $7 a cup. And we wanted to find out what a $7 cup of Joe tastes like. So,
Here we go. This is $2,548 if you buy one every day for the next year.
I am not a coffee drinker, but I
have strong taste. You drink coffee, Barbara.
I've already had 3 cups.
I feel awesome.
I'll take.
It's actually
Is
not
this
bad.
decaf or regular? We don't
I think
know.
it's probably regular.
It's called, it's only available in 48 stores in America, and it's the most expensive ever cup of coffee, and it's known as geisha. It's only found in Central America, and it's really difficult to grow this type
I mean,
of
it's like smoking a pack of cigarettes a day.
That's what it tastes like.
No, it's not that.
The amount.
I like it.
The cost, maybe. The cost is what I mean.
cost.
The cost is like smoking a pack of cigarettes. It's $7 a
Right.
day.
It's $22 a pack in New York. You crazy?
But Barbara drinks coffee all the time.
If you only have one once a week, it's only $364,
What do you think
Barbara.
about it, Barbara?
It tastes sour to me.
It tastes sour?
Excuse me.
Is it
It
bitter?
tastes bitter.
Bitter.
Because there's nothing. This is naked
Yeah, we
coffee,
don't
right?
have-
There's
we don't
no
have
sugar
cream.
or
But
milk
I
or
don't
cream
like
or
naked
anything.
coffee. I drink my
Barbara likes
coffee
hers
naked.
black.
All
I
right.
drink mine
Well,
black.
I don't know what to tell you then. It tastes like nasty coffee.
Excuse me. I would not go. Go ahead, Whoopi. I'm
No,
sorry.
I was just going to say, as we drink this coffee, perhaps it'll put us in the mood for our next story about Katy Perry. She was at a restaurant and with her boyfriend John Mayer, and recently her ex-husband Russell Brand walked in, so she hid under the table to avoid him. Now,
is this true?
I don't know.
I love it.
Well,
if
wait
it
a minute,
is.
because
It's
you
so
were
juicy.
with Jim Carrey for like 192 years. You guys were together, and I know that when you guys broke up, you ran in the same circle. So you telling me you never ran into Jim Carrey and had to hide or anything?
No, I never have. Swear, but I would.
What would you do if he? I mean, are you friendly? and happy?
I would suck it in and stick it out if I saw any ex-boyfriend. Let me tell you. I was confident. I don't care who it is.
I like your strategy there.
Why do you think she would hide though? Like Whoopi said, I don't know why.
That doesn't make sense to
The
me.
only thing I can think of is if he is violent at all.
No, not Russell.
I don't know.
You've been
I never
around Russell
met
Brand,
him.
maybe
No.
sex fiend, but not
It
violent.
really depends on what your relationship was.
guessing.
If your relationship ended friendly, which doesn't usually happen, especially if there's money involved.
Was not. She made a song about it.
Yeah, then you really don't want to see the.
Maybe she just dropped something?
Well, maybe not. But we're discussing it, you know, like, then you really don't, then it's really uncomfortable.
Right, but don't you have to sort of get over yourself, because that person isn't going to disappear from the world just because you're still in it. But going under the I mean, to me, jumping under the table sort of says, hey, I'm here.
Right,
you know,
right.
If you just sort of pay the check and get up and walk on, like you say, suck it up and stick it out.
Confident.
Just
And it's
walk it
not
out.
like she wasn't sitting there, you know, it wasn't like she's sitting there all homeless. She's
Do we
with
really
John
know that
Mayer.
She jumped under the table.
Well, that's what everybody at the restaurant said.
That's what the restaurant said, but you know,
Maybe she was just
crazy.
Maybe she was just having a good time.
What if you can't? What if you can't?
Because you know, John Mayer
I'm gonna move it on. I'm gonna move it on because
He compared
that was
stuff to
the
napalm.
period on the end of that sentence, baby. That was brilliant. So how about this? Verizon's just filed a patent for a new digital video recorder that films and records viewers at home, listens to what they're talking about, and then sends them targeted advertisements through their TVs. So if you're arguing at home and the machine hears it, it will send you information about perhaps going to.
Can you block that? I mean, that's a we talk all the time here about the lack of privacy. That, you know, between tweets and Twitters and phones. Can you block this?
I would assume that if you have one of these things, you can turn it off. The difference between a tweet and all that other stuff is you're choosing to do it. This thing, as we read about it, seems like it's sitting in the house kind of going,
Yes, exactly.
waiting for something to happen. And then as soon as they hear something, it's like, and then she said to him, he told her about his mother, and then everything, and then they send it.
How many of you have like Skyped, right? So now you can Skype or something through your TV and you just walk away without logging off. This is creepy to me. Now it's going to be
log off.
Most people don't. Most people, when they have this kind of thing, your DVR, you don't remember to turn it off. You got so much sitting there, you forget that you got to turn
I'm worried
stuff
about
off.
Siri, to be honest, too. Like, I look at my iPhone with a microphone. And I'm like, who is listening?
You see, I have to tell you, it is one of the freakiest things to me. That's why I only put the electronics downstairs. I'm afraid to have it in my room with me because I feel like my cell phone would be talking to the television and I would know it. You know? So I put everything, I do the same thing.
And you also know that wherever you go and whatever you do, someone is taking a photograph of you.
I know.
That's right. We'll be watching you.
I know.
But you know,
is omnipresent.
That's right. But we're going to go because we also are omnipresent. When we go, we're coming back because that's how we roll. More Hot Topics.
Tomorrow, it's an entire show with a view on crime when one of the West Memphis Three, wrongly convicted for so-called satanic child murders, shares how he fell in love and got married while fighting for his freedom on death row.
tilt of the head, every tail wag. Our pups know how to speak to us. And with a delicious real beef taste and mouth-watering aroma, only Pupperoni lets them know we're listening. Pupperoni, dogs just know.
I can't believe it, I am growing every day now.
I'm so congested, I can't breathe.
You could be congested thanks to me. Mucus or the nasal sweller.
Nasal swelling's my job.
Only Mucinex D relieves congestion 2 ways. It breaks up mucus and reduces nasal swelling. Mucinex D in, mucus out.
Dolce Gabbana, pour femmes, pour hommes.
Hey, Cloud. Why so low? Did you miss breakfast again?
Yeah, I'm a little foggy right now.
Here, try this. A Jimmy Dean sandwich. It'll pick you right up. All better? Oh, yeah.
Fuel your great days with a balanced breakfast with protein. Jimmy Dean, shine on.
An arena tour. You co-headlining with Juliet. What do you think?
The biggest questions.
I genuinely care about your son. Don't hold your breath, sweetie. There's something I want to ask you.
The juiciest secrets.
That's not fair, then what is it?
I trusted you.
The deepest desires.
You don't think I saw the way you looked at her the other night?
All will be revealed in the winter finale of Nashville. Tonight, 10/9 Central on ABC.
Guest co-host Jenny McCarthy. Now, Barbara, you wanted to congratulate someone on behalf of us all.
I really do. You know, we hear a lot about people in front of the camera like us, but we don't that often salute people who are, you know, behind the camera and who are corporate leaders. So we want to do this today because the Hollywood Reporter's Power 100 issue have unveiled the top 10 power women in entertainment. And the #1 person is the Disney ABC television president, Anne Sweeney. She topped the list. She's co-chairman of Disney Media Networks. She is #1 for the 3rd straight year. She is terrific, and she's also great looking. So. I'm not just sucking up. This is a terrific woman, and I congratulate you.
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations.
You know, speaking of congratulations and
girl power.
Yeah. There are reports that Vogue editor Anna Wintour is being considered for U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom. Now, if this is true, Wintour has been portrayed as a chilly, maybe somewhat aloof woman in The Devil Wears Prada. I mean, some people think that she is, and so
but don't
would
you
that...
have to, when you're an ambassador for a country, don't you have to be a people person, like, you know, smile and, you know.
But there are 2 kinds of ambassadors that we have in general. One is the career diplomat. They're in the Foreign Service, and those are the people who go to the tough places like Libya, where our ambassador was murdered, okay? But then there are the ambassadors to some of the more posh places like Great Britain and France, and she may be one of those. And then you do it because you've given money, given parties,
But doesn't
done
she have
certain
family?
things.
I think she has a family that's
No, she's in
royalty.
But no, her father is a newspaperman in England.
Oh, that's
I think she'd be terrific because she's a very charming, bright woman. It also costs a lot to be an ambassador. You got to entertain, this and that.
You have to pay for the upkeep of.
Today at noon on 13 ABC Action News.